Hey guys, so today we're making sweet and spicy sriracha chicken sliders, super yummy and very easy to make. So let's get started with the recipe. Okay guys, so right here I have 2 chicken breasts and I'm slicing it in half to make it thinner, and then I'm gonna wash it out and start seasoning it. So I mixed together some salt, black pepper, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder together, and a little bit of ground cumin. And I'm going to use that blend of seasonings to marinate the chicken really well. So mix all of those seasonings all over the chicken breasts. You can cover that and let it marinate for at least 30 minutes, okay? And while it's marinating, I'm gonna start getting the ingredients ready for the sweet and spicy sriracha sauce that we're gonna make. So you're gonna need some sriracha hot sauce, rice vinegar, some freshly minced ginger, a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes, some brown sugar. I'm also gonna add a little bit of honey and some cornstarch that I'm gonna mix with a little bit of water to thicken the sauce. Okay, also sometimes I add ketchup when I'm making the sauce, but today I didn't add it. Okay, the ketchup just gives it a brighter color. All right, so let's start cooking the chicken. So I'm using my cast iron skillet. You can use that or a regular frying pan, and I'm gonna set it to medium high heat. Once it gets nice and hot, I added a little bit of oil just to coat the bottom of the pan, and I'm gonna add in my pieces of chicken. So I'm gonna sear the chicken on each side for about 5 minutes. I want it to form a nice brown crust on both sides. Okay, so once the chicken is nicely browned and fully cooked, you're gonna remove it from the oil, and then we're gonna shred it. Okay, so altogether I let the chicken cook for 10 to 15 minutes. If you're using a thermometer, the chicken should be 165 degrees. Just poke it in the middle of the chicken. All right, so once the chicken finished cooking, I'm gonna take it and place it on a cutting board, and I'm gonna use a tongue and a fork to help me shred up the chicken. Alright guys, so once the chicken is finished being shredded, I'm adding it right back into my cast iron skillet. My stove is on medium heat. So now in this bowl, I'm mixing all of the sauce ingredients. Don't forget, you guys, to check the description box down below for the measurements for all of the ingredients I'm using in this video. Okay, so in this bowl, I'm mixing the rice vinegar, a little bit of sesame oil, some brown sugar, some freshly minced ginger, a little bit of honey, a sprinkle of crushed red pepper flakes, and of course the main star for the sauce, some sriracha hot sauce. So after you mix all of the ingredients together for the sauce, you can always taste it and adjust the sriracha hot sauce if you'd like it a little bit spicier, okay? Because the more you add, the spicier the dish will be. So just be mindful of that. So mix all of those ingredients together. Then we're going to pour that into the pot with the shredded chicken and mix it really well. So next I'm going to let that cook for about 4 to 5 minutes, let it thicken up a little. And after that, I'm going to mix the cornstarch with a little bit of water to make a slurry, and this is going to be used to thicken up the sauce in the pan. Okay, so I'm just going to pour the cornstarch slurry wherever there's sauce in my pan to thicken it up a little. All right, so after I do that, I'm gonna give everything a good mix and then sprinkle in some scallion that I chopped up. And now we're ready to start preparing and putting together our chicken sliders. So this is the bread I'm using. I'm using the King's Hawaiian rolls, and I'm just gonna slice it through the middle. So you want to use a serrated knife, like a bread knife, to cut the bread. And as you guys can see, I'm leaving the bread intact. Okay, and so I'm just gonna start by spreading some mayo on the bottom half of the bread. Then I'm gonna add a layer of some spring mix. You can use spring mix, arugula, or lettuce. Don't want to add too much, so I'm adding about 2 pieces of the greens on each bun. And then I'm gonna start adding the shredded sweet and spicy sriracha chicken on top of that. Okay, so add a good even layer on top of each of the buns. Okay guys, next you want to add some cheese. So today I'm using provolone cheese, but honestly you can use your favorite type of cheese or whatever you have on hand. Okay, so I just cut the provolone cheese slices in about 4 horizontally, then vertically, and I'm gonna add a piece on top of the chicken, but I'm adding 1 slice of cheese for each slider. Okay, and next I'm just gonna add the top part of the bun over that and close up my sliders. Next I sprayed my casserole dish with some nonstick cooking spray. Okay, and I'm gonna lift the sliders up and place them into the baking dish. I preheated my oven to 375 degrees. Next I'm brushing the top of the sliders with a little bit of melted butter and some fresh parsley chopped up. I mix those 2 ingredients together and I'm brushing the top of each sliders with that. Okay, it's gonna make the top of the sliders nice and shiny. Then I place it into the oven, you guys, for about 10 minutes, not long at all. I'm just looking for the cheese to melt and the sliders, the top of the sliders to get a toasty, and that's it. After that you can remove the sliders from the oven. Then I use a knife to kind of cut out the sliders and separate them from each other, and then that's basically it, you guys, for these yummy delicious sliders. Now you can serve them up and enjoy. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all of your support, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys.